They talked about. I thought this was
Isn't
exposed.
Fascinating though that they can do that. There's like there's a little window into Michael's life. There he is.
Listen. If you have a window into my life, it's the opposite of fascinating. I assure you. It is really. I'm about 5 minutes away from being Terry Schiavo.
What is this? Employees at Amazon's Ring have been spying on customers.
Those videos around Christmas where they're like people were just getting on their cameras talking to the kids like, "Hey, I'm Santa. Go tell your parents that this."
Yeah, yeah.
There's lots of them.
There's so much fucked up shit.
I've heard that they were actually talking to people through the device, and that one guy was terrorizing some woman. He was like telling her he was going to kill her through the device.
Oh my God, that's a crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain Obvious. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I got to upgrade. I'm a captain now. I used to be Private Obvious. I messed with my friend really bad. There's something called like the annoying thing. I forget what it's called. And you said it, and it goes, hey, can you hear me? And it goes off at random times. So I put it under her bed, and I forgot. Oh, and then the next morning, I get a text that just goes, idiot. And I'm like, oh, yeah. She's like, well, now you know you're an idiot because you terrified me. Hey, can you hear me?
Do you worry about apps, like Android apps being corrupted? Like they apparently don't have as stringent a testing.
I don't have that many apps, and I'm much more of a desktop person. I'm not on my phone that much because I'm like a recluse.
Are you still a recluse? Why don't you get out?
Do what? Outside is scary.
Get out and meet people.
I don't ever meet anyone, and I don't know where to go to meet people.
Oh. Dude, this sounds like a Christmas movie.
Hanukkah movie.
We're going to find out how to fix you.
So there's going to be 8 days. 7 days we fail.
Yeah.
And then the 8th day,
let's get Adam Sandler on board. Have him produce it.
Yeah, Adam.
You really don't go out?
I don't know.
No?
And it's kind of I also don't get along with most people. I'm not friendly.
I don't believe that because you're easy to get along with. That's confusing to me.
But they're not easy to get along with. I think a lot of people are basic as hell and they don't bring anything to the conversation.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find better people to hang out with. You know how you do that? You go outside. Jesus, bro.
I have a good crew. So listen, I'll tell you this. My friend Matt, the one who was molested, we had Friendsgiving. And I said, Matt, you have a unique opportunity to make this the most awkward Thanksgiving in history. These people all like you. They're your friends. Sit down and tell them that this happened. And he's like, I can't do it. I go, okay, how about this?
I'll do it.
If I do it against your will, I wouldn't really be wrong given this story. He's like, dude, I didn't do it, but it would have been funny. He's got a dark sense of humor about this.
A small amount of time would have been funny. And then he would have had to just deal with the weight of all these people.
Which is also funny.
Maybe you should stay as a recluse. I take that back. I think you're doing good at it.
I do okay.
You might be one of the only dudes who's mastered it.
Yeah, me and the Unabomber.
It's your calling.
Yeah, to never be around other humans.
Do you know what happened to the Unabomber? Do you know how that happened?
The brother?
Yeah.
Because he was pedantic.
Oh, yeah, it was that. But it was also the Unabomber himself. Ted Kaczynski was a part of the Harvard LSD studies.
Was he?
Yeah, they cooked his brain.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a documentary about it called The Net.
Someone wrote a great tweet where they go, plot twist, Greta Thunberg grows up to become the Unabomber in a redemption arc. I'm like, that is hilarious. Because he was a violent environmentalist and a very bright man.
He's a professor at Berkeley. So he went to school at Harvard. They put him in the Harvard LSD studies. They cooked his fucking dome. And then he disappeared, went to Berkeley, worked as a professor to earn enough money so he could buy a cabin and implement his plan to kill everybody who was involved in technology so he'd stop this takeover of the human race, which probably is true.
Yeah. John Waters, the director, he has a replica of the Unabomber's cabin as a room in his house. Isn't that great? I love that.
Who's got the real cabin?
Oh, that's a good question.
It was at a museum, I think, that actually just closed, so I don't know where it's going to go now. There was a museum called the Newseum in DC.
New York.
I think it just closed because they couldn't.
Traveling exhibit. Wait, they took the whole cabin and reconstructed it?
I believe I've seen pictures of it, yeah.
Oh.
We need to find it.
Wow, that's really cool.
We need to find it.
I love stuff like that.
I do too.
I did an article years ago about all these relics. Like, where's Monica Lewinsky's dress? And like she's got it hidden somewhere.
Do you think she does?
Yeah, the article people did research. She still has it somewhere.
Oh my God, what a nightmare for poor Bill. You get your dick sucked in 94, and this lady's still carrying that jizz-stained dress. Like, Jesus Christ, lady, let it go. He's probably she's probably throwing it away by now. No, No, Bill. Never.
Listen. Oh wow.
Wow. So
I
that's
thought
the
that
actual.
was. I thought that was a replica.
I mean, it says it was it, and it closed
Holy crap.
last week.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it's at. At the moment.
That is amazing.
They closed last week. I
Storage,
missed
yeah.
it by a week.
Yeah.
Shit, that could have been out here, bro.
Wow.
We could have. That'd probably be an expensive buy. Probably like me and Marilyn Manson
The place had
auctioning
some other
against each
interesting
other.
Things too.
I guess we're just gonna have to mail
Right.
someone a bomb.
He would probably buy it.
Who, Manson?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
up his
the
alley.
manifesto?
Yeah, original copy.
That's the original. Holy crap!
That's dark.
Everyone tells me to read it. I haven't read it, but they said it's very smart.
I read parts of it. That's one of the things that's disturbing. It's just like well thought out. And also the argument is sound. Technology will inevitably lead to better technology, which inevitably leads to artificial intelligence, which is inevitably going to take over the world.
Well, there's that whole singularity thing, right? What's the Ray Kurzweil?
Kurzweil.
And I don't know. I haven't checked in years, but I don't know if we're on track with what he predicted. I think we're supposed to be further along. Because remember in the 50s there were going to be flying cars, and there's no flying cars.
Yeah. He's a 2045 guy. And what he says is that the exponential increase of technology, if you follow it to
Right.
the prediction is somewhere in the neighborhood of 2045, they'll achieve this singularity.
Yeah, but I think they're also finding now that there actually is somewhat asymptotic, and it does at a certain point you are having like physical limitations to increasing the speed, and it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, well, then quantum supremacy comes along. Do you know they're trying to change the name of quantum supremacy because it confuses people with white supremacy, and we really shouldn't support that. So we need to change quantum supremacy.
They had, was it IBM or whatever, had the quantum computer, and the other people were like, this isn't really quantum because it's blah, 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 blah. This was a big controversy just in the last month.
Those quantum people.
I
are
found its new
superdorks.
location after the Montana Historical Society tried to get it. It now exists at this fun place.
The FBI experience.
wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Christ.
'Cause they own it, so there's like a new museum
Interdivisional cooperation. FBI.
Oh my
Dun,
God.
dun, dun.
Just a propaganda house.
Wow.
Oh, God.
So they wanted to get. So he was in Montana when he was blowing
Yeah,
everybody up.
someone tried to buy the land, I guess, or it was for sale at one time. But whoever runs this museum tried to get a hold of it, and I guess the FBI said we're going to keep it.
Yeah, I can understand why they would want to, right?
Of course, yeah. Wow.
Probably very valuable. People probably will go to the FBI museum specifically just to see that cabin.
No one wants to go to the FBI museum otherwise. Would you go to the FBI museum?
No.
It's gonna be
His brother suspect that he was doing it all
Well, you know
along
why?
before the manifesto, or did he read the manifesto and then?
Well, because the Unabomber, as a kid, was always annoyed by people saying you could have your cake and eat it too. Because he's like, no, it's you can eat your cake and have it too. And the Unabomber used that phrase, air quotes, correctly. And the guy's like, that's my brother. And that's how they figured it out, because he was being a pedantic dick. Yeah. So everyone who's correcting people on spelling on Twitter, shut up and relax.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought he just recognized the style of writing.
No, I mean, double check me, but I'm 90%
makes
sure
sense.
this is correct.
You're saying that now.
Eat your
that
cake and have it too.
It's actually ringing a bell.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's
But imagine like that if he was a normal guy and they just filled him up with acid and
Yeah.
it made him say, "Oh my God, the technology's going to take over." And he's just started his calling in life is to kill the people that are advancing technology with bombs.
when you're that smart, you're already kind of tripping, because
Yes.
regular people don't seem like the same thing as you do.
Right. And maybe a little schizophrenic, and then they fill him up with a fucking half a gallon of acid.
Like, how much did they give him? Do you know?
Who knows? They were experimenting with people.
I'm sure it's not going to be small doses.
Do you know what Operation Midnight Climax is?
No.
It's one of my favorite fucked up CIA experiments they ever did. They went to brothels, and they set up a brothel with all these prostitutes and these johns, and they dosed all the guys and used hidden cameras.
And do you know what else?
So, because the guys couldn't talk about it. Because, like, what happened to you, Harry? Somebody gave me a Mickey. They slipped me a Mickey, and I had a bad time. Where'd this happen, Harry? Oh, I don't know. I guess I was at the diner or something. You can't say, I went to the whorehouse trying to get my dick sucked, and they gave me acid, these assholes. You can't say that.
And we've been trained since kindergarten that if someone says the CIA has experimented on regular people, they will tell you, and admitted it, they will tell you with a straight face that that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
they will just use that word and stop thinking.
Yeah.
And we've been trained for decades. And it's like, wait a minute. We've been hearing 3 years that there was a conspiracy between Trump and the Putin administration. That's a conspiracy, whether it's true or not. Epstein